Awaiting Brandon at the shelter is a striking 2-year-old German Shepherd that has yet to be named.
Hi, thank you. Oh, thanks for that. I needed one of those.
And though her future remains unwritten, her calm demeanor holds great promise.
Man, you're smart because you're a shepherd. What do you say we go for a little drive? Come on.
You're gonna like where you're going. I got big plans for you, girl. Come on.
Those plans could lead to Rancho Cucamonga, to the home of James Schickel, a dedicated family man and veterans advocate.
I'm a retired Marine Sergeant Major. In 2007, I made a vow to myself that I was going to do everything I possibly can for the veteran community out there. We as veterans, we walk around with a lot of things that are inside of us, and we don't really know how to talk about it. I wound up going to the VA for a hearing appointment. All of a sudden, this sound comes over the speakers, and it was an open mic. I broke down, started crying. I didn't know what was going on with me. I was really confused and upset. And then I realized that there was an incident that occurred back in Iraq. I was on a convoy operation. All of a sudden, I hear on the radio that there's a vehicle that's approaching at a high rate of speed. And I'm watching the vehicle, and I'm telling everybody, eyes on, and the vehicle detonated. And the last thing I heard was the open mic. We have the stigmatism in the Marine Corps. You drive on and, just you can endure anything, but, they don't really teach you psychologically how this stuff is going to affect you.
Inspired by the positive effect of service dogs on the veteran community, James reached out to Brandon.
I truly believe that having a service dog is going to help connecting me with more veterans. It's going to be therapeutic for me, but at the same time, it's a great tool, especially with all these dogs that are in shelters that need to be rescued and that can be retrained. And being a part of this opportunity, I think, is a win-win situation.
Okay, get up there.
Back at the ranch, Brandon's new protege officially enlists in the Lucky Dog program, earning not only her red training collar,
How does that feel?
but more importantly, an identity.
I think I'll name you Kyrie. Come on, let's go meet the pack. Here, go make friends. Go have fun. Get it out of your system now, because you and I have a lot of work ahead of us. Welcome to Lucky Dog Ranch. Come on. Welcome to class. Today I'll be doing Kyrie's assessment of her knowledge of the 7 common commands, which are sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no. Get up there. Get up there. What do you know? Get up there. Come here. Can you sit? Oh, look at you. I love that. Stay. Come. Yeah, all right, you come. I like that. Do you heel?
Not only does Kyrie showcase her intelligence,
Yeah? Look at you. Nice.
she also reveals a promising new skill.
The one thing I noticed about Kyrie in the assessment was her interest in toys over treats. You like retrieving? Do you? Go get it. And what I'm seeing right here actually makes her the perfect candidate for a retrieve. Yeah, I know. Get it. She really has no weaknesses, but this is day 1. And Kyrie and I, we have a long road ahead of us.
Only yesterday, Kyrie was one of many shelter dogs hoping for a second chance at life. Now, a new and noble path awaits her. Training to become a service dog for a retired Marine fighting his own personal battle with PTSD.
As I started training Kyrie, the first thing I noticed was the level of intelligence this dog has. She picked up all the commands very quickly. Give me a down. Good. That's a down. Perfect. But that really comes as no surprise because German Shepherds, they have a reputation for being highly intelligent and very trainable dogs. But what really impressed me about her is her disposition. Kyrie, she's a very calm, very loving dog. That's just her personality, and this is something that cannot be taught. And this makes her the perfect candidate for someone like James with PTSD.
But before Brandon can be sure Kyrie's the right dog for the task, he'll need to get to know James a little better.
James, thanks for talking to me. It's good to finally put a face to a name.
Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
Good.
Pleasure.
Tell me a little more about yourself.
I just turned 53. I spent 30 years in the Marine Corps, participated in combat operations in Iraq, retired as a Marine Sergeant Major, and I also advocate for veterans.
You reached out to me because you were interested in a service dog. How do you think a dog could benefit you?
In my situation, I know that it would help me with my PTSD that I deal with and try to cope with on a daily basis. I think that's where the veterans have the most problem is with the PTSD.
Are you physically disabled at all?
Somewhat. I mean, I can manage, but I have a pretty bad back. My knees are pretty shot, so from time to time, my little ones will want to tie my shoes or pick up something I might have dropped to alleviate me from having to kneel down. So, you know, knowing that a service dog could be beneficial in that aspect would be great.
I recently rescued a dog. It's a German Shepherd, and she does sound like she fits the profile of exactly the criteria what you're looking for. So the next step in the process is I'm gonna send a guy out to your house to go check out your property and make sure it's adequate for a dog. Assuming everything checks out, we'll keep moving forward in the process, and we'll be in touch.
Okay, I appreciate that.
After what I heard James just tell me, failure is not an option. Now, it's my personal goal to make sure this happens for him. Now, it's a mission. When I spoke with James, he mentioned that he's really hoping that a service dog will be able to help him pick up everyday objects around the house. The big question is, how do I get that dog that likes to retrieve balls now to retrieve more unorthodox objects? I do it through a process known as bridging.
This starts with a toy and a dumbbell.
I cut a strip out of the ball, just big enough to where the ball fits around the dumbbell. You know what this is? I hold the dumbbell up in front of her, and I say the words, pick it up, pick it up. And naturally, she grabs the ball part of the dumbbell.
Good, that's a pick it up. That's a pick it up.
As she's holding it, I'm praising her, letting her know what she's doing is right. Then I say the words, give it here, and naturally, she releases the ball. So this process gets repeated over and over a few times.
Whoa, that's a give it here. Okay.
From there, what I do is I cut that ball in half. Technically, the ball is still there, but now it's gotten smaller.
Pick it up. Good, that's a hold it.
Brandon continues to cut away sections of the ball until finally, only the dumbbell remains.
The dumbbell will be a bridge to more practical household items. But right now, it all starts with this dumbbell.
Give it here. Good, that's a give it here. Nice.
The bridge has been formed.
Nice.
Kyrie, the 2-year-old German Shepherd, is on a path to become a service dog. For James, a Marine veteran with PTSD. Kyrie has excelled in her private studies. Now Brandon is taking her training public.
A basic skill that every service dog should be able to have is the ability to be in a public place. So today I'm taking her to a cafe with outside seating. Now, even if a dog has a good lie down, after a certain period of time, they get bored and they want to stand back up. But Kyrie has to learn that a lie down in her world means lie down until I say it's okay for you to stand up, no matter how long the time is.
Down.
I have her lie down and I step on a leash at just the right area so she can stand up but not all the way. So after a few seconds, she realizes that lying back down is the only logical way to get comfortable. We practiced this technique everywhere we went. I conditioned Kyrie to the point that whenever we got anywhere, she would simply lie down and I wouldn't have to step on the leash anymore.
As the weeks roll by, Brandon shapes Kyrie into a model cadet, perfecting her common commands
And pick it up.
and bridging her retrieve to common household objects.
And give it here. Good. Good, nice. Very good.
And as her service training comes to an end, Kyrie fetches her biggest prize yet, a graduation collar.
There. How's that feel? Over the last few months, I've worked overtime to turn Kyrie into a phenomenally trained service dog. And Kyrie, she definitely rose to the challenge. But this all means nothing if her and James can't form their own bond.
You look great, but guess what? You're not a service dog just yet. One final step. Come on. Come on.
3 months ago, this 2-year-old German Shepherd faced an uncertain future. Until Brandon bestowed upon her a new mission in life, becoming a service dog for a retired veteran.
Kyrie has proven to me time and again that she is a service dog. She has what it takes to assist someone.
But whether that someone is James now depends entirely on chemistry.
Everything has come down to this moment right here. Is Kyrie the right dog for James? Will she work for him? Will she be there for him when the moment is called upon? There's really no training for something like this. It all depends on the bond.
Hey, Brandon.
How are you?
How you doing? Good to see you. Who's this? I was very surprised. You brought Kyrie, and I think it went really, really well. Oh, look, she likes you. Huh?
Seeing the kids with Kyrie was a really great feeling because Kyrie is not just a service dog. She's a family dog. But listen, even though she's for the whole family, she's here to specifically help your father. So do you mind if I take your dad away for a few hours and work with him and her together?
Sure.
Okay.
Out back, Brandon walks James through a lesson in the retrieve.
When I drop it, she knows to instantly pick it up. Now bring it to me. She'll sit there until I'm ready to grab it. She needs to hold it for as long as you want.
Okay.
I can sit here for 30 minutes, and she'll still hold it until I say, give it here. Good. And good girl. So start it with this and give it a whirl.
Pick it up. Bring it here. Bring it here.
There you go.
Bring it
Good.
here.
Perfect. Just tell her to hold it.
Hold it.
Tell her to hold it.
Hold it.
You can hold it for as long as you
Hold
want.
it. Give it here.
Good. Perfect. Heavy praise.
So over and over, object after object, we practiced all around his house, making sure that anytime he dropped anything, she would physically assist him with it. But what I was showing James was just the tip of the iceberg. Kyrie is also a psychological service dog. Bonding is the most important part of this whole process. You can't force it, you can't rush it, and you definitely can't fake it.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
And as the day wears on, the truth of this new partnership reveals itself. The bond has taken hold.
I watched this new friendship form right in front of my very eyes. These two were perfect for each other.
What do you think, James? You got it from here?
I got it from here, Brandon.
Well, there's one more thing we have to do. Do the honors.
Thanks, Brandon.
Take care of it.
I will.
So long, Kyrie. Be good.
James Schickel has been haunted by the traumatic memories of his past, unshakable memories of experiences that most of us will never know. And although these memories will never truly be erased, James now has Kyrie by his side to support and assist him down the road of life. And now they both have the opportunity to make new memories.
From hopeless to a home. That's my mission. One dog at a time.